Hi guys, hi. I'm just going to start because these end up on my page, so I'll just start. Hi guys, hi. Happy New Year. How is everyone doing? It's 2023. Hi Santos Walker. It's 2023 and this is my first live of the year and I'm so excited to be here. I haven't been consistent in 2022 because I was on a hiatus, and that's it. I was going through so much. As those of you who know, I lost my dad in 2021, and last year wasn't easy. So I was still adjusting to life without him. um, yeah. And on top of that, I put out a collection in March. It was a collaboration with a mall here in Switzerland. And because I wasn't mentally okay at that time, I was still grieving, I was still confused. Let's just say I had hit rock bottom. I couldn't design anymore. So I decided to get a part-time job in, guess what? In fast fashion. I was working for a fast fashion brand, okay? And yeah, here I am. I have to be real with you guys. I was working for a fast fashion brand, and yeah, that job finished and I was able to learn and get from it whatever it is that I was getting from it. And I think before you can criticize something, you need to first learn what it is, yeah? So I got a lot of insight with the brand and the workings of a fast fashion brand in Switzerland. So I'll definitely be throwing in pointers and like showing you guys how these guys play you, the consumers, in tricking you to buy more and more, okay? Okay. So yeah, this is the first live of the year, and I know for sure this year is going to be filled. Yeah, sure. I will teach you, but remember, sorry, I'm responding to a comment. Someone said you should teach me what you learned because I'm trying to build my brand too, Black and West. So what I would advise you is make sure it's sustainable, because whatever I learned there is to counter what fast fashion is. If you're not familiar with my stuff, go and see. I have my LinkedIn. No, it's not LinkedIn, it's Linktree. I have my Linktree in my bio, and you're going to go and see my blog posts that I've been writing about fast fashion. Then you understand where I'm coming from. So if you want to learn building a sustainable fashion brand, those resources are there. But what I wanted to highlight is the counter to eco fashion, which is fast fashion, and I needed to learn how the inner workings of the space, the actual retail space, before, because I was a retail salesperson in this brand during this time. Anyways, it is so weird when you work for another person and then when you work for yourself. For some reason, I think this capitalistic world has made us feel like as if you need to give another person 100%, and then when it comes to you're a bit lazy, you're a bit procrastinating, because we've given other people validation, meaning the company will validate you by saying you're the best employee because you come on time, you do everything right, you have the best customer service, but that is for their own benefit. But then when it comes to your own stuff, you lack. And yeah, that's the other thing I also saw, that that's what happens. Anyway, this is just my personal stuff that I'm telling you. Okay, moving on. moving on, the end of 2022, something went viral, like the B brand. If I say B brand, you know what I mean. The brand that is represented by Kim Kardashian and her ex-husband Kanye, that brand. So it went viral for being unethical in their practices, and people, I think, only looked at what mainstream media was telling them. You guys, please take it upon yourself to go and do more research. Actually, TikTok is its own search engine. There is a lot of information and a wormhole. Did I say a worm? A rabbit hole. A rabbit hole that takes you through how unethical these companies are. And now we shall say that, oh, those B brands, because they are luxurious, high-end, they are not fast fashion. They actually are. If you're producing season after season, first of all, your things are not even attainable by normal people. And secondly, they are attainable, because luxury is not luxury anymore, you know. So many people can now afford the Gucci's, can afford Louis Vuitton. It's not like before where these brands were exclusive, you know. So exclusivity, 0, and mass production is on 100, quality is lacking, but the prices are high, and the ethics are low. So anyways, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I've always been screaming, what you wear matters. What you wear matters. What you wear matters. Who made your clothes? Who made your clothes? You guys, when you put food in your mouth, and you're like, let me tip that chef. Oh my God, this was so good. This was soul food. I want to tip that. Who made this? Oh my God, I want to give compliments. Remember, your body is made of your skin, and your skin is your outer layer. What you are protecting is your skin with clothes. And once you put clothes on your skin, you are embodying what those clothes represent. For example, when you wear a t-shirt that is talking about World Cup 2022, that t-shirt is embodying a message, is embodying a frequency. It possesses a frequency that you're going to carry with you with your body, right? So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that you need to understand that what you wear matters. And one of the reasons as to why I was on a hiatus is because I went through a rabbit hole of what our society really is. I was so disgusted. I was so depressed. I was so alone. Most of the time when I would bring up controversial topics, especially from the year 2020 to 2022, 2021, around there, it's like, oh, you're conspiracy theorists, or you're this. So I just went into my own world and I started asking myself questions. I couldn't continue with fashion because I saw that it represented the superficiality that is driving sadness in the world, you know. And I was feeling overwhelmed. I was like, what is my position in this? I'm just a little girl from Uganda, and I'm trying to educate people on sustainable fashion and how textile waste from the first countries is flooding our markets and our environments and our water. And hearing what the top companies did. As you know, the world is based off of a pyramid system whereby our African countries, most of them are at the bottom. So we always get the worst end of the bargain, whether it's in clothing. Luckily, we have the food. And we thank God for that. We are proud of that. And we have all the other raw materials. But it's because of the way the world is set up with greed, you know, we end up having to wear secondhand clothing in our countries. In Uganda, our local designers don't get a chance to thrive, to be able to export to other countries and other continents. We are flooded with textile waste. not even just textile waste, computer waste, wires, this and that, things that are from first world countries. And then in the future, the other how do they call it, yeah, the other cognitive dissonance that I came across during this time is also that waste, you know, like it's not just about textile waste, it's about like here I am talking about I lost my train of thought, but like here I am talking about fast fashion, but then there are other things like computers, so many different things that end up flooding the African market with waste. This is what I wanted to say. The other cognitive dissonance that I suffered was, here I am preaching fast fashion is a cause of this and that and that and the environment, blah blah blah, and this is causing global warming, blah 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 blah. Okay, right? There is that. But then there is also the issue that people are driving that your carbon, how to say, like your carbon emission, yeah, your carbon emission, you should be charged for that. You should be charged for your carbon emission. Now, how does Africa come into this? Like, we are suffering because greedy waste, I said waste, the greedy west will produce and produce and produce, like innovate. This is new, this is better than the other one. Yeah, you know what, just throw the other ones, actually send them to Africa. Those people need them. They get there, it's trash. They don't have stuff to do with it. If a little African person comes up with an innovation using this same trash, they are snatched right out of the community and taken somewhere isolated so that they can innovate again. So I was like, why am I pushing this cause of climate change when where I come from, we are the most sustainable people. We are the most sustainable people. First of all, for example, the clothes that you send to our countries that you say are second hand, you say, oh, you're donating them, yeah, we will use them. We'll use them as rugs to clean the houses. That's how sustainable we are. Do you use your clothes as rugs, or do you make rugs as rugs? Then the other cognitive dissonance I've been facing, that's why I was in a hiatus, because I was lost, was the spiritual connection to secondhand clothing. Because I was like, how do I even approach this? I cannot start, how do I push, oh yeah, secondhand is okay, but then there is a big part of culture that says, like, spiritually, wearing clothes of another human being is not I don't know how to put it, but it's not advisable, let's say. Or wearing clothes of dead people, you know, like just different frequencies that you did not know that had existed in these clothes, right? So that there is that too. So I needed to learn how I can approach it so that when I'm giving out information, it's beneficial and it's realistic, right? Yeah. So going back to the B brand, going back into that rabbit hole, the focus this year is to drive awareness. Is to drive awareness, especially I want to drive awareness especially in Uganda, where I'm from, because people are not aware that they are being played. You think you're buying a very nice cloth that doesn't look like it's worn, or it's worn even, and you know it's worn, it's secondhand. Yeah, I know, we've been there. You need to go out and then you go to like a next shop nearby that is selling secondhand, and then you buy it, and you probably wear it twice. And then you don't know what to do with it, and that's what happens. And then there is also the issue of the selling, the business of secondhand clothing itself that is booming. But then you need to ask yourself, who is benefiting? There is that pyramid as well. Who is benefiting from secondhand clothing? those people who you see on the street selling one by one item are not benefiting because they usually buy through auctions. They don't even know what's inside. They don't know. So now, people in first world countries, let me ask you, why do you keep buying stuff? Why? Then the last question before I conclude the first live of this year, and just to give you the kind of vibes where I am and whatever and what to expect, like the other question I need to ask people in the first world, especially those who consume fast fashion, I want to ask, why do you buy the stuff you buy? And the owners of these companies, you should be responsible for where whatever it is you're selling to human beings ends up and its effects to the environment. As I conclude, I want to challenge you guys to start doing research. Even if it's a second-hand item you've bought, go at the back and look at the tag, look at the brand, look at the brand name. If you see it's divided is usually H&M. If you see it's the Desigual, if you see it's Bershka or Stradivarius or Zara, you have to go on the internet and do some research on the ethics. How does this company treat its people, its workers? Are they using underage people? Are they involved in animal? Are they involved in any of that stuff? And do you want to represent that stuff? You keep on wondering why you're not happy within, why you can't be happy within. It's because of all of the stuff you're putting on your body without even noticing. So I just want to wish you guys a very, very happy 2023 and let you guys know that what you wear matters, and you need to ask who made your clothes. Okay? So happy new year and have a nice day. Bye.